guys, so we are now at our Module 3 walkthrough, and we're going to be talking about narrative paragraphs and comma usage. So as always, we come over here under Modules, we scroll down to the relevant module, which is Module 3, and then we come up here to the Start page, and we click on it. And we wait for it to load, and download it if you wish. I have it over here, so I'm just going to pull it up here since that's taking a second. So we're going to be, again, going more over grammar, but we're focusing on one of the most common opportunities that I've noticed for this class and in many classes, which has to do with sentence structure and comma usage, in particular when to place commas and when to place periods. So we're going to talk more about clauses, independent and dependent clauses, some of the rules for comma usage, and things like that. We're also going to build on your descriptive paragraphs by adding in elements of time and sequence of events to make a narrative paragraph, because that's really what a narrative paragraph is. It's a story, or you can look at it as a descriptive paragraph plus time. So here's what you're going to want to do. The first thing you're going to do is review the course materials for Module 3. It includes just 2 PowerPoints this week, commas and sentence structure, and narrative paragraphs. That way you can spend a little bit more time focusing on commas, since I know a lot of you struggle with those. If you need to, watch the module and course walkthrough videos. They're there to make everything easier. The complete 3 assignments. You're going to do the Telling a Good Story discussion board, the Module 3 quiz, which is on the PowerPoints and the video lectures, and the narrative paragraph assignment, which is paragraph 3. On Monday, February 1st, you'll have the Telling a Good Story discussion board due. On Wednesday, February 3rd, you'll have your Module 3 quiz, and on Friday, you'll have your narrative paragraph, which is paragraph 3 due. Now, let's go back over here. 2 modules. Getting for things to load. All right, and you can see here are the 2 PowerPoints, sentence structure and commas, and writing a narrative paragraph. Here are the video lectures. These are only about 10 minutes each. I just broke them into sections. So it's only about 30 to 40 minutes this time of lectures, which is a lot better than last week. Here's the Telling a Good Story discussion board. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. As always, the big thing to watch out for here is making sure that your initial response is long enough and on topic, and that you respond to up here, because that's how you get all your points. Module 3 quiz, that should also be pretty self-explanatory. Let's go ahead and look at the paragraph 3 assignment, and it's going to be very similar. I forget I'm in student view. It's going to be very similar to the paragraph 2 assignment. The only main difference is that it's a narrative instead of a descriptive, and this time you get a choice of 2 prompts. Like with the diagnostic paragraph, if you do respond to more than 1 prompt, you'll automatically get a 0, so don't do that. I know it seems like a silly rule to you probably, but if you try to handle too many topics, you can't have the topic sentence and you can't have the transition sentence, and so you're not really writing a paragraph, you're just responding to questions. But I did make it easier for you in that I asked questions that would help you get to the structure you need for this type of paragraph. So your first option is tell me about a time when you learned an important lesson that changed you. This might be a time that you worked through a difficult problem or an influential event in your life. What was the event and what did you learn from it? That'll get your topic sentence. What were you like before? What happened that prompted you to learn this lesson? What did you learn, or how did it change you? Those will help you to build the exposition. How have you used those lessons since? Or how will you use them in the future? That'll help you build your transition sentence. And we have a very similar pattern with your other option, which is what was the most important day of your life? Why was this day so important? That'll build your topic sentence. Take me through the steps in this day using descriptive details that appeal to the 5 senses. That'll help you build your exposition. Why will you always remember this day? That'll help you build your transition sentence. Remember to put your name, not my name, the name of the class, and the date in the upper, it's actually upper left-hand corner. I didn't fix that typo. The formatting guidelines are mostly the same as in the previous assignment. The only real difference is that it's going to say paragraph 3 instead of paragraph 2, which will be in the first center of the first line of the body of the paper. The paragraph should be 12 to 15 sentences in total. If you want to go over a little bit on this one, you can. Sometimes it helps to provide a little bit more detail on these. Start with a clear topic sentence that responds to your chosen prompt. End with a clear transition sentence that answers the last question in the prompt you chose. In between the topic and transition sentences, you'll write the exposition. You can use the questions above and the PowerPoints to help you do that. Paragraph should be formatted in Times New Roman 12-point font, same as this assignment. It should also be double-spaced. The assignment is not double-spaced to make it a little easier to fit on one page, but yours should be double-spaced. With the exception of the title, everything should be aligned on the left side of the paper. Make sure you indent the first line of your paragraph as well. And as always, please use the conventions of standard English, including grammar, punctuation, spelling, and so on. Please avoid second-person pronouns such as you and your, because they're basically banned in college writing. And then I didn't include an example this time on the assignment sheet. You do have an example in the PowerPoints. And I feel like most of you will probably be able to do this pretty easily. So I didn't really focus too much on creating another example, because the examples are things I write myself. And I wanted to kind of get to your grading and stuff, and I didn't want to have to, spend a whole lot of time on that. So that's paragraph 3 assignment. Oh yeah, there's one other thing for this module. This module, there is some additional practice down here. So these are just little quizzes and tests that you can find on the internet, and they're just outside, external links that you can click on to get some extra practice where there's no risk, you're not being graded, but it would be really helpful for you to kind of look at these and learn how to fix fragments and run-ons and generally work with commas, where you're not going to risk losing points for it. So I included those to kind of give you an opportunity to get some extra practice with it, but they're not graded or anything. So that's it for Module 3, and I look forward to reading your stories, or at least the stories you're telling me in your narrative paragraphs. Have a great day!